course, President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump last night sharing their first dance at the Liberty Ball. It was one of several balls rounding out a day of ceremony and celebration as the Trumps returned to the White House, watched by millions of people around the world yesterday. And by the way, it's not just politics and parties making the headlines this morning. The fashions, the wardrobe choices, they're also being talked about all around the world. NewsNation's Elizabeth Prann joins us now with more. You know, Elizabeth, I was going to ask who are the big story makers of the day, but I mean, let's just get straight to it. The First Lady really stole the show yesterday.
And she always does, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Trump family is no stranger to being photographed, but when you talk about the First Lady, who has a history in fashion, as does Ivanka Trump, right? So they don't shy away from making bold moves. Of course, I want to get to Dayside because, of course, we're going to talk about the hat. But let's start with the balls. Look at, she wore really a gorgeous, this is a French designer. This is a zigzag gown. You see Ivanka Trump here. This is a Audrey Hepburn inspired dress. You see the whole Trump family. So a little shimmer there with Kai. Here is Usha Vance, the second lady, wearing a shimmering, gorgeous navy gown. So really some breathtaking pieces. This is the tip of the iceberg. I want to get to some dayside shots. I mean, the whole weekend, really, we have seen some fashion standouts. But of course, the First Lady and this hat. This was an American designer, Eric Javits, mixed with another New York designer for her wool outfit. You have comparisons to Carmen Sandiego. You have internet sleuths comparing her to the Hamburglar, if you're an 80s baby that you grew up on some of those McDonald's casts. And then Al Capone is another one. Also, her stiletto heels. We heard the president make a comment a little bit later in the afternoon after all that walking around on some of her fashion trends. Here he is.
I shouldn't say this. I'm going to get hell when I say this, but her feet are absolutely aching, you know, those heels. And we thought we were leaving, we were going home. Sir, would you be able to go down and say hello to some of your other fans that are here? With the hat that she's wearing, she almost blew away. We almost lost off her. She was being elevated off the ground. She almost blew away.
Listen, Markie, hats are back, all right? Hats are back, but you're not going to find me in a pair of stilettos. I gave those up in 2020. So here's Ivanka Trump. We saw this back in 2020. She wore a dark green. There was some Handmaid's Tale comparisons there. But then again, remember, she is a fashion designer herself, so nothing she is doing is by mistake. We also saw a pop of color. The second lady, Usha Vance, wearing a beautiful peach. And this is, I want to get back to this, is Ivanka Trump in an Oscar de la Renta dress. I do want to let you know that there was a boycott online because you have the liberals saying that she should not be wearing that, but the designer did work with not only both sides of the aisle, but he worked with other women over the weekend. As I mentioned, the second lady wearing a pop of color, there she is during the swearing-in ceremony in a beautiful peach ensemble. She wore beige gloves and some beautiful matching boots. And then, of course, we have Dr. Biden in a Ralph Lauren gorgeous purple outfit. So people are asking, again, why are they so bundled up? I think we don't have to tell you, right? We're all dealing with this Arctic blast. All the events were moved inside. So we did see a lot of gorgeous, very warm outfits. Markie?
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Everyone stayed coated, right? Because it was all supposed to be outdoors. So by the time it was moved inside, I mean, too late to switch up these curated choices at the last minute. Everyone looked really stunning yesterday. Elizabeth Prann, thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.